Hi and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be telling you 5 jobs that you can apply for in the UK without any degree, any experience, any knowledge of them whatsoever. All you need is to know how to apply for these jobs, know what name to find them, where to find them, and look, the job is all yours. Because look, I'm dedicated to making sure that I bring you the best opportunities that there are, whether you're already in the UK or still out of the UK, so that you can apply and just get to thrive, get to excel, and get to live a beautiful life in this beautiful country as you rightfully so deserve. Because look, the truth is that applying for carer jobs is not for everybody, but I know that many people feel obliged, many people feel like they don't have any other option than apply for these carer jobs, and that's why I'm dedicated to bringing you these other opportunities so that you know what else is out there so you can apply for. And look, if carer jobs are not for you, that's absolutely fine, because these 5 jobs that I'm going to say, they are all non-clinical healthcare jobs, which means you may be working in a healthcare facility, but you've got no direct patient contact whatsoever. Because the truth is, healthcare facilities don't only run with doctors, nurses, carers, or midwives. You also need a whole other, lot of staff to make the entire organization to function. So these are non-clinical healthcare jobs, and I'm going to be telling you 5 of them. Where do you find them? What are the roles? What can you expect to do? How much do they pay? And how do you actually apply for them? So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, obviously I appreciate your time. And I'm all about implementation. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I'm not here to waste your time, waste my time. I want you to implement these things, especially if you're looking for a job right now, or you know anybody who is currently looking for a job. It doesn't matter whether they're in the UK or out of the UK. These opportunities are available for everybody. And one of the reasons why I like to talk about healthcare is because many of us need that flexibility. And look, there is no industry that provides the same flexibility as healthcare. Healthcare has the best flexibility that you can have. For example, if you've got kids, you can decide you're going to work nights, you're going to work days, you're only going to work weekends, you're only going to work holiday time. There are all those options. Other industries do not have this particular option, and that's why I really like to bring these opportunities to you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit subscribe right now. Turn on that notification button so you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. But most importantly, if you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link to my newsletter. If you join that newsletter, then I'm going to send you the information directly to your inbox about the best visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, side hustle opportunities, work from home opportunities, career progression pathways, just so that you can excel, you can thrive, and look, you can live your best life in the UK. You just need to drop your name and email. It won't even take you up to 20 seconds, and look, you'll be part of that newsletter. So let's get started. The first job is working as a ward clerk. Look, when you work as a ward clerk, obviously in the UK, look, what's a ward clerk? So each ward has a ward clerk. And a ward clerk basically is admin work. If a patient comes in, you need to take the patient's details. If they need medical notes for a patient, you find the medical notes. If patients have appointments, in other hospitals, other departments, you're going to be the person, you'll be logging in those details. So it's really about supporting the clinical staff. But as a ward clerk, you've got nothing to do with the patient directly, because all you're doing is admin, even though you're based on a ward, but you're doing but admin work. So it's like computer work basically. And look, this job, anybody can apply. You don't need to have any degree. You don't need any experience. You don't need any qualifications whatsoever to become a ward clerk. And guess what? The pay is exactly the same as a carer. And look, the amount of stress that you're going to have as a carer is nothing compared to being a ward clerk. Yes, every job is challenging, but it's not the same thing. And one thing also is that if you're somebody who is keen on career progression and you're a ward clerk, for example, there are in-house courses if you work for the NHS that you can complete those courses, and you're going to be able to progress within your healthcare career really, really quickly. And within a short period of time, look, you could be earning 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 pounds per year. So the non-clinical healthcare pathway for career progression is very, very fast and very, very highly paid compared to those of us, for example, that choose the clinical side. So you need to be very wise, you need to be very smart, you need to be very strategic when you're choosing what to do in the UK. Because look, there are many things that I know now that I didn't know 10 years ago when I moved to the UK. And that's why I'm dedicated to sharing these opportunities with you, so that those of you that are coming behind us now, like I say, whether you're in the UK or not, these opportunities are available for everybody to apply. So you want to make sure you're making the most of it. And by the way, if you're new here, you don't know who I am. My name is Melvis. I currently work for the NHS, in England as an advanced nurse practitioner. So I studied in the UK as an international student. I've been in the UK for over 10 years now. So career progression is what I'm really passionate about. And I have a private career coaching service where I support, nurses, carers, student nurses, prospective student nurses to apply for jobs in the UK, career progression in the UK, getting those visa sponsorship jobs. If you want to study nursing, you want to get into these non-clinical healthcare jobs, what can you do? If you check the about section of this YouTube channel, you're going to see a link to my private coaching program called Nursing Career Bootcamp. And look, if you join, then obviously I can support you directly with that process, because you're going to have access to my private coaching program, which is all purpose built on my website. And you'll be able to join the live sessions. You're going to have access to all the resources really that you need to excel, to thrive, and to succeed in your healthcare career here in this beautiful country, the UK. So you want to check that out to see what it's about. But like I was saying, career progression is key. When I'm bringing these roles, these introductory roles, I don't expect that you're going to stay in these roles the next 10 years. I don't want to see you that you're still a ward clerk, for example. No offense against being a ward clerk, but I mean, you need to be progressing in your career. So that's the first job. So the second job is a medical secretary. Look, a medical secretary is a job that is absolutely amazing. It's again, obviously admin based. So many of the senior hospital staff or senior healthcare staff or senior staff within the organization, they've got secretaries. So these secretaries are like personal assistants, they call them, in some places. So they will help you to organize your appointments, they'll book patients in if you've got outpatient clinics, consultants, for example, each consultant will have their own personal assistant or secretary. So as you can see, there are so many within a single healthcare organization. So again, if you go to NHS jobs, that's where you find all these jobs that I'm going to talk about. And look, there are so many of these jobs on there right now. All you need to know is understand how to present your application. You need to know what each role is, which is what I'm trying to explain to you here, so that you have an idea for your personal statement. Because look, getting jobs, NHS jobs, I don't want to say it's challenging, but I mean, you need to know what the job is all about, because you've got people who are really experienced, like myself, going through those applications to make sure that they're shortlisting candidates that are right for the job. So you need to make sure that you know what you're talking about. And if you're not sure, you need to get help. Get somebody who knows what to do so that they can help you. If you're part of my career coaching program, Nursing Career Bootcamp, you already know I'll support you with that process. If you're struggling to, apply for those jobs, you're struggling to, set up your application, I'll support you through the process, interview preparation, how to present your CV, your personal statement, what exactly are they looking for in each role. You get that support. But obviously, if you're not part of it, if you know anybody who is in healthcare who can support you, by all means, you need to get that support, because if you've got no healthcare experience, even though you can apply for these jobs, but if you don't know what they're looking for, it'll be very difficult to get the jobs. So that's why getting that external help and support is incredibly vital. So these are the first two jobs. The next one that we're going to talk about is cleaning. Look, if you're a cleaner within a healthcare facility here in the UK, you don't need any degree, any experience, any qualifications whatsoever. And guess what? As a cleaner, you're going to earn exactly the same as a carer. And look, let me tell you, the stress levels that you have working as a carer or as a nurse, for example, is absolutely nothing compared to cleaning the floor. Because when you're dealing with human beings, there's all sorts of logistics, there's all sorts of, problems and issues that are going to arise. But when you're just cleaning the floor, you know what I mean? Maybe you're listening to some cool music. It's a different vibe. It's a different atmosphere. So, like I say, carers and cleaners earn exactly the same amount of money. So you need to be wise. You need to be smart, when you're applying for these jobs. And I'm thinking about, one of the cleaners that we have where I work right now. She came over from Ghana. We call her our mommy from Ghana. She makes us all these amazing rice, and we spend time on the ward with one of our doctors who is from Nigeria, arguing who makes the best jollof rice. Is it our work mother from Ghana, or is it our doctor from Nigeria? But anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying that you are able to apply for these jobs even if you're out of the UK, because these are still healthcare related jobs. But it's whether you know about those jobs, and it's making sure that you're kind of expansive with your mind and with how you think. And again, these jobs are unisex, so you don't need to be a male or female or anything. Anybody can apply for these jobs. These jobs are not sexually orientated towards a particular gender or anything like that. So again, you want to make sure that you're open-minded, when you're looking for these opportunities. So the next one is going to be in estate. Look, in healthcare, there is laundry, for example, not only for the patients but also for the staff. Staff, they need uniforms to wear. Somebody's going to have to work there, and so those people that work there in estates, if you're looking for those jobs, that's what you need to put on NHS jobs website to find them. Estates, and they're all going to come up. There's all sorts of jobs that cover that particular sector, but none of them require any degree, none of them require any experience. And look, none of them absolutely require any qualifications whatsoever, and you're going to earn the same as being a carer, and in some cases even more. So again, you just need to make sure that you're checking regularly, if you're looking for these opportunities, and then to make sure that obviously again how to present your application, because it's going to be vital. And by the way, if you're enjoying this content, I want you to like the video. It lets me know that you're enjoying content like this and I should do more. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I do want to hit subscribe, turn on the notification button so you're the first to be notified when I drop a new video on here. I also want you to leave a comment and say, look, Melvis, I will implement, because like I've said, I don't want to be doing these videos for nothing, wasting my time, wasting your time, wasting our time. So leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement. What's your current situation? Are you looking for a job? Are you in the UK? Are you out of the UK? What's your industry? What's your interest? What do you expect? If you're struggling with anything, what are you struggling with? What would you need help with? So just leave a comment in the comment section. But if there's something that is private and you're like, Melvis, I've got this in mind, but I really don't want to put it here on YouTube, you can use my newsletter, because on that newsletter you can see my email address as well as my WhatsApp number. Do feel free to send me that message and then join the newsletter, obviously, so that I'll be able to reply to you when I can. So again, it's about having that open mind. It's about being expansive. It's about me sharing with you the opportunities that I didn't even know that existed 10 years ago when I moved to this beautiful country, so that, look, you don't have to make the same mistakes that some of us have already made, but you need to be wiser, you need to be smarter, and look, you need to be ahead of the game. That's the whole point of this. So the next job that we're going to talk about is in catering. As you know, people need to eat in the hospital, patients need to eat, staff need to eat as well. So there are people that work in the kitchen, for example, doing all the food, ensuring that the food is ready, is healthy, is in date, ensuring that food is obviously delivered, in a timely manner on the wards for the patients. So obviously these jobs pay exactly the same as being a carer, but as you can imagine, the stress levels that you have working as a carer, absolutely nothing nothing compared to working, say, in the kitchen, ensuring that food is safe and all the safe practices and hygiene and all of that are followed. So again, if you check on NHS jobs, this is where all these opportunities are found. You need to make sure that you're spending a lot of time on there to check, because look, it's not a matter of just logging into NHS jobs and they're saying, oh, Melvis, I didn't find those jobs. Look, it needs time to get these jobs. It needs time to apply. It needs a lot of time. That's what I always advise. It takes a lot of time. If you're part of my private coaching program, you know how long it takes just to create an NHS profile and apply for a single job. It's a very time-consuming process, so don't be impatient. You need to dedicate the time that is required to make sure that you apply. And obviously, if you're part of Nursing Career Bootcamp, which is my private coaching program where I support with career progression in the UK, actually applying for these jobs, then when we meet during our weekly live sessions, obviously, we can talk about it, or you can, call me, message me directly. And if we need that one-to-one time to take you through something that you're really struggling with, then obviously I'm more than happy to do that, just to support you with the process, to make sure that it is smoother, it is easier, and that you're not struggling, and that you get the job that you deserve and that you are rightfully, able to have and able to do. So have you found this helpful? What do you think about all these different jobs? Is there anyone that really resonates with you? If there is, why do you prefer that particular job? And then like I was saying, these are jobs that have helped people to apply for many of these positions. And I've done a video on non-clinical healthcare jobs that pay more than nursing. So non-clinical jobs that pay more than nursing, you should watch that video next, because look, you're gonna be so shocked with how much you can earn in the UK without a degree, without any experience, without any qualifications whatsoever. You can earn more than a qualified nurse that has gone to university, has a degree, takes a lot of responsibility on the ward, but somebody just comes, applies for a job, and bang on straight to £34,000 per year. So you need to be very wise, you need to be smart if you're watching my videos. So again, watch that video next. Thank you. Keep watching the videos.